Yo, I gotta talk about this comment right here, partner. David Well, man. Crazy, dude. Crazy how this works. As well educated as this guy is, I'm surprised about the way he speak. Okay? Now, I'm gonna be a little bit of an asshole here and say, Dave, I'm surprised by the way you wrote that sentence. But it's a real problem if I can pick up the fact that that sentence is kind of jacked up. But anyway, I'm gonna address it, man. Listen, here's the facts, Jack. I was raised by a truck driver. Okay, flat out. That's how I was raised. I'm going to tell you this. I've come so far in my life and I've overcome so much negative training being raised. You know, I grew up in an incredibly violent household, man. And, you know, it was nothing to just get violent and solve problems with physical. Okay, but we learned how to just straight take people's souls out of their body with words in my house. And it's interesting because you don't realize how much you're like your dad until you get out in the real world and you realize that it's really hard to run around in the streets that way when you speaking like a caveman, okay? But here's the deal, Dave. I sit down with anybody in them books and I get at it. Just because the way I speak doesn't mean that I'm limited in my education and doesn't mean that I'm limited in my ability to think. It just means that I grew up in a household that didn't use big colloquialisms and big words like the rest of America and the upper class do. Okay, I grew up in a blue collar household. So I grew up with a blue collar vocabulary. I don't make no excuses from it. I know some people don't like the bite of my words, but like as always, man, I am who I am and I got where I am because of what I do and how I achieve. So, Dave, I know a lot of people out there wondering, man, they always ask me the question. I used to get in the Navy a lot. Damn, you like a bosun's mate. You damn an E5. Yeah, I'm like an E5, but I got the head of a damn general. So don't ever forget that, brother. My words may come out a little garbled. I may have a little bit of a delay sometimes because I'm trying to think of what word I want to use. But let me tell you something. Put me in charge of a team. Give me some people to train, and all you're going to get is greatness, brother. So, David, man, I appreciate this comment, man. Hopefully this video sheds a little bit more light on my ability to speak in the public eye, and I can turn it on if I want to, but on my channel, I just decided to give it to y'all raw so you can really get that feeling of who I really am. As always, if you like this video, smash the subscribe button. If you love this bad boy, share it with all of your girlfriends. I threw a little curveball in there today. All right, y'all. Have a great and wonderful day, man. Marb, LZP. I'm going to do a comment review. Hey, if anyone else wants to discover supplements for shin splints, try McCory's Run Fast Blueprint or just Google it. It's an awesome one-off guide for getting rid of shin splints minus the normal expense. I've heard some amazing things about it, and my colleagues got great results with it. Hey, man, I always love people putting stuff on the channel, man. The human body is a very, very unique place, and a lot of us need different stuff, man. I'm not opposed to people throwing stuff up. You know, I don't have any experience with McCory's Run Fast Blueprint. I know a lot of shin splints is caused by running form and being a heel striker and hitting the ground really hard. You know, the other part of shin splints is you just ain't made for the job, man. And I know shin splints is massive. I got a shin splint playlist on my channel. But at the end of the day, I got shin splints one time. I turned them into stress fractures. And then I was 250 pounds. I was running every day. And I probably, put on a little bit too much weight too fast. But shin splints are real. A lot of people kind of downplay shin splints, but I want you to understand this, man. In SEAL training, I would say at least 10% of the class gets rolled out or kicked out of training because of shin splints. Shin splints that turn into stress fractures in the lower legs, hip fractures, stress fractures. Man, I've seen it all. Buds SF will eat you. So if you got shin splints early on, better figure it out. Because if not, when you get to training, man, them legs are going to fall off. You're going to find yourself out on the street. Another amazing comment review. Appreciate the love. If you guys like the video, smash the subscribe button. If you love it, share it with your friends. And as always, we build champions for life.